Welcome back to Comics, to Hat Comics TV and Torpedo by Sánchez Abulí and Jordi Bernet with Alex Toth. Alright, so this is quite the collection. This is quite beautiful. That they ended up printing this in what year was this? 2010. Wow. And I hate to say this because this is not what I like to talk about on this channel, other than the magnificent art that I see in most of these comics. But this is unreachable right now. This is like a ridiculous price tag now for anybody who wants to jump onto this. So, yeah. Anyway, having said that, this is a beautiful collection. So, Abulí did these stories back in the 80s, I would say, maybe 70s. I can't remember what year the first publications for the original material would have been. I would dare to say it has to be 1980s. I was a little kid when this came out. I was not available to get would have had the knowledge to be able to get these things. So yeah, I'm buying these later on in the 2000s when they first came out, and I know that Alex Toth was attached to the first run of stories, and apparently Toth didn't like the sensibilities of the stories. He just did the one run of a story and then he was out pretty much. Masterfully done. The art is just superb. This is what Alex was so good at, doing that negative space with minimal, masterfully crafted penciling. I mean, his pencil is absolutely superb. So expressive, well defined, and simple. It makes it look simple, but it's anything but simple. So Torpedo is like an anti-hero. This is transgressive literature, I guess, with satire. I mean, he's a gangster and he does gangster things. So he does the killing and womanizing and all the criminal activities that a gangster would do in this period piece of the 30s. So yeah, but looking at this work, wow, so beautifully done. It makes you feel like you want to pick up, pencil, paper, and start trying to do your own story in a similar style. I would dare to say that Alex Toth is a very instrumental influence to Frank Miller's series of works, as it has influenced many other people. I guess Milton Caniff would have been another artist that he's from the same period of time that stylized work like this as well. And this is the story by Bernet. Abulí Bernet, it's another master. I never hear anybody talk about Bernet. I don't know if he's from Spain or Argentinian, but when I see this work, it's masterfully done. Cross-hatching brushwork. Whether Toth was doing it with marker, this is still, he's using brush. Or maybe nib pen, he's achieving this. How he's building that face, but masterfully crafted. It's beautiful work. They just released a new series of comics dedicated to the character, to Torpedo, and I picked them up, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show them because of the nature of the material. This is still on the classic sort of side of things. I can still sort of show these. I'm bask on the beauty of the ink work, which is the dominant aspect of my interest here. I mean, it's just masterfully crafted. I could spend a whole day looking at these books. And it's all in a, what do you call it, 6 grid panels, keeping it simple to keep the narrative flowing. Very, very clever. I think Abulí and Bernet, they must be in Spain for sure. I know I remember seeing European comics, and that's what I always sort of remember these as being European comics. So they must be Spanish. Just the simplicity of how he does everything. Oh my god. Beautifully, beautifully drawn. So these IDW books are quite well put together. The production of these books is just amazing. They got a stitch bound spine and they're hardcover, so obviously they got a lamination finish. And they have the inner liner with printed art. So it's, if you can ever get your hands on these things, I mean, they should just do another print run of these, just for the art alone, for Bernet. Get the Bernet the stories as well by Abulí. You getting out of that, you know, spandex sort of mind, and you just pretty much feel like you're getting transported to the 30s and into these sort of Godfather-like stories, right? Wow, mixed media. That's interesting. What are they doing here? Oh, I love this so much. This is so awesome. That's so awesome. So awesome. That has to be Boris Karloff, right? I'm not well versed on the Universal monsters. I should be. Beautiful work. Enrique Sánchez Abulí. So he was born where? Began his comics in the early 80s. Yes, these are 80s comics. Yes. Okay. Jordi Bernet. It says it's Spanish. Okay, so he's Spanish, but they have to be Spanish. Doesn't say where he was born. Anyway, and then we got Alex, the most sarcastic man in the industry that ever lived. Yeah, well, we all know about Alex, right? So beautiful. All right, that's Torpedo, printed by IDW in the early 2000s. Beautiful book. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. Please like and subscribe and all those good things. And also have a lovely day. Take care. Bye-bye.